Hi everyone. This week's Parsha is Parshat Terumah. So in this week's Parsha, as we say in Yeshiva, the Pshat, like the simple understanding in this week's Parsha is very difficult to relate to. Right? There are laws about talking about measurements, descriptions, and materials, and we have the processes of making all of these vessels and materials to go into the Mishkan and then into the Beit HaMikdash, right? It seems on the base level, on the simple level, very unrelatable. Once you dig a little deeper into it, you can learn out some very, very nice lessons. So, from the menorah, for example, so there's actually a menorah in the Rova, a minute walk away. I tried recording there, but there's a lot of people didn't work out. But anyway, we'll talk about the menorah. So, we learned from the menorah this week, in this week's parsha, that it was made out of pure gold, one block of pure gold. And all of the intricate designs and the shape, it was all hammered out of one piece of gold. There was no added, they didn't weld pieces on, they didn't add anything. It was all made of one piece. Right? So how do you design a piece of gold to look very intricate, almost like the chandelier behind me, right? Actually, the exact same process. You have to heat it up, right? For those of you who have watched the TV show Forged in Fire, or watched a welder, a metal worker forge metal before, right? You have to heat the metal up. So that's how you end up with these beautiful intricate designs, right? So what can we learn from this, right? Okay, very nice. It's one piece of gold, and you shape it by heating it up. But we see that everything that was commanded to Jewish people in this week's parsha to make and put in the Mishkan, right? It was made to embody perfection. It was made with the instruction of God, of Hashem. So from that we could see that this you can imagine that this piece of solid gold is a person, is a human, right? And once you heat that piece of gold up, once you're able for that human to have that external influence, then you're able to shape yourself into a beautiful, intricate design like this, or like the menorah, right? Once you're able to surround yourself with a good group of people in a good environment, right? Only then can you become a great menorah, to be able to take your one piece of gold and form it into something great. So there's one issue, right? Not everyone is a block of gold. So as Rabbi Moshe Feinstein brings down in this week's parsha, he says that if the things built for the Mishkan, right, embody perfection, then why isn't everything made out of gold? Right? Gold is the highest standard. It's beautiful. So in the Mishkan, if you want to look nice, why isn't everything made out of gold? So he answers this by saying, although gold is the most precious material, it cannot serve as the best material for all purposes, right? So therefore, in the context of this week's parsha of the Mishkan, it was made in perfection, right? It was made perfectly, because every metal used was served for the purpose it was supposed to serve. Right? So then for us, we could learn from this that we all serve different purposes. We all are our own chunk of metal, right? We all serve different purposes. So you could say, like, look at that guy. I want to look exactly like him. I want to be exactly like him, right? But you can't just take a piece of bronze and attach it to a piece of gold, like to your menorah. You can't do that. So therefore, yes, we can aspire to be like other people. We can learn from other people. But we should realize that we're all our own unique piece of metal. We're embodied for perfection. That's why Hashem created us. Right? So that each and every one of us will be able to have our own unique structure to form throughout our life. So with this, right, now going back to my first point, since we're all not the same block of metal, of gold, we're all only able to be formed into an intricate shape, into a menorah, into almost like the chandelier, right? Only if we undergo different heats. Everyone's a little different. We have to undergo different environments to be able to make ourselves into the best person we can be. So with this, I give everyone a bracha that we're all able to find our heat, to be able to find the environment that best suits us best, and with Hashem's help, we'll be able to take our plain chunk of metal and turn it into an intricate, great menorah. Shabbat Shalom.